of science fiction.
Hello and welcome to episode 3, The People versus Emil Blonsky, She-Hulk Attorney at Law. I have to say I did really enjoy this one. It was quite funny with the sleazy lawyer and Emil Blonsky. It's totally changed character into this like peace freak. I do like the fourth wall interactions in this. I think it's quite funny how she's sort of talking to the screen when there's the same way she's in the car and she's going, well, you know, a lot of guest appearances in my show, isn't there? But this show is about me, which I sort of found quite funny. So we'll start off in this episode where she's defending Emil Blonsky for his release. And he's like, I don't know, he's like this like peace, I don't know, he's found spiritualism. Now, whether he has or not, I do not know. But Tim Roth has definitely nailed this. I found him quite funny. He has 12 soulmates from the prison pen pal program, all these women that are just in love with him. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I couldn't stop laughing. So we've got sleazy lawyer Dennis, and he's been dating some kind of R&B star. I think she's called Golden Stallion or something, and he thinks he's been dating her, but it's a dark elf that lives in New Asgard, and she's a shapeshifter. And it is quite funny. She's like ripped him off 175 grand. This is what I'm starting to like about this, because like in the comics, you know, you live in this world of all these like aliens and magic beans and superheroes and villains and all this, and the same for me they're bringing this in, and I find it quite interesting, like the everyday people living in this world of all these superpowered beings and that. I mean, it's great. It's like it came out last week that Blonsky he escaped from prison, but he didn't. Wong turned up and represented him, which were quite funny, and he were explaining something with Sorcerer Supreme, and he offered Blonsky refuge in Carmitage, but he turned it down. He said he wanted to go back to prison because he wants to get released, and Jen, she wins the case. You know, he changes into Abomination. Everybody freaks out at the parole hearing. And she wins the case, which is quite good. Now, I don't know if he has changed, but the rumours are the Abomination's going to be in the Thunderbolts movie, so I think it's like we're moving towards that. But, you know, I think this has been the best episode so far. I think, for me, I found that a lot of people have panned She-Hulk. Now, I do agree. I think the CGI it needs cleaning up. But apart from that, I have enjoyed this. And I like the half an hour concept, and they have brought something to life here, and I think with this episode today, it puts some legs to it, which, you know, I'm glad. I don't know if this would work for an hour. I prefer it, I think 30 minutes. They're probably like next week, because it'll be in episode 4. I reckon by episode 5 I'll probably get a 40-minute episode. They'll start extending it. Now, what's interesting with this, there's the same, we do get to see like the Wrecking Crew, and they've all got Asgardian construction weapons, which is sort of interesting. Now, they have altered the origins in this. I would have liked to have seen the proper Wrecking Crew, but maybe these guys are going to change into them. But they all attack her, they've been hired by somebody for her blood. And because she changed into She-Hulk, it's like when they attacked her, she forgot she could become She-Hulk, then she remembered. And then she sorted them all out and they ran off. So obviously they're going to appear next week. I am looking forward to Titania turning up. There hasn't been a lot of action in this series though. I mean, there's been like a few little miniature showdowns. Obviously they're holding all that back. So I don't know, next week is Daredevil coming into it. I assume Daredevil will be in by next week. It was good seeing Wong trying to explain to them all about being Sorcerer Supreme and the land of Carmitage. But like I said, this is the world of the MCU, and I think these little like half an hour things and that, and with not these, I mean, these are normal people taking these types of beans to court and suing them. I mean, Dennis the sleazy lawyer, he's back, but she did go in and defend him, and he won his case, and she got locked up for the Dark Elf got locked up for impersonating a judge. Now, I don't think Mark Ruffalo's character's coming back. I think he might come back in the final episode, you know. But then there's the opening for World War Hulk. I think this is a nice little, in between all the big movies, I just think it's nice to see this other little world of people mulling about, you know, and all this, like, the Avengers and Spider-Man and all this. Now, the Avengers were mentioned, and somebody said, I mean, there was some funny, like, social media stuff, like the Abomination's the father of S.H.I.E.L.D's kid and all this. It is quite funny. And but then a reporter did say she'd been, the Avengers had turned her down. So are the Avengers there? Is there a new team? I know that we are getting the Avengers movies. So we seem to be moving along. We've got the hints of some kind of villain in the background that's after wants blood. I wonder if the leader's going to come into this. Maybe he's someone that wants the blood, who gave these, like, the so-called wrecking crew the mystical weapons. But they didn't seem to have a lot of an effect on her, so they haven't become... I would have liked to see the proper wrecking crew. That's one thing I would like to see, because I'm a big fan of wrecking crew. You know, the wrecker and all that. So, after all in all, I enjoyed this episode. The ending right at the end where she's twerking is very funny. And I have to say, it was a good episode. I had a good run with this. So, I'm going to go. I will see you on the next episode. You know, give She-Hulk a chance. It's not bad. And please give this video a like. Please subscribe. And I will see you on the next episode. Live long and prosper.